Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you all how to play Can't Take the Pain by Third Day. It's off their album Time. It's not one of their most popularized songs, but in my opinion it's one of their best. I think actually the thing with Third Day is a lot of their better songs are not as well known, and this is one of them. So it's a pretty simple song. You're going to play it in G, key of G, and there are two different ways you can play it. I'll show you both. I'll show you the way that they play it on the album, and then I'll show you a more simplified way if you're not into hammer-ons, slides, and pull-offs. A more simplified way that you can play it if you are more of a beginner guitar player. I myself, if you haven't figured out already, I'm not that great, so I'll kind of do a combination of the two when I play it myself. So forgive me for any mess ups here, but the way it goes is I'll play it for you first and then I'll show you how to play it. So it starts like this. That's the intro, and that pattern you're also going to play through the verses. So it's no change whatsoever. It starts off with a G, and I'm going to assume that most of you know how to play a G, just in case. It's from the bottom up is 3-3 open open. Your normal G would be 2 on the A string and then 3 on the low E, but you're actually going to mute the A string. So your second from last string, you're going to mute it with your middle finger. So it actually just sounds like this. So it's a G chord without the B in it. It's a low B. And then that lick in the middle, you're only going to use the two middle strings, your G and your D string. So these two right here. Try not to play any of the other ones, just play those two middle ones. And you're going to put your finger on the second fret of the D string, and the G string is open, and you're going to slide from the second fret up to the third fret. So it sounds like this. That right there is why you don't want to play the B string. You want to try and mute those. So it's going to sound like this. So again, the way you do that is slide up from the second to the third fret on the D string, and then you're going to play second fret open to a G. So one more time together, that sounds like this. Just practice that over and over. And then you're going to play an open, or you're going to play G again, and then something very similar to it. It just has one extra step at the beginning. You're going to play the D string open and hammer on to the second fret. So it's going to sound like this. Which, breaking that down, is open to hammer on to, and playing those two middle strings, the G and the D. And then after that hammer on, you just slide back up to the third fret and play that first part of the lick. So together again, hammer on 2, slide up to 3, 2, open, G. Now if all of that is too difficult to follow, just all you're going to do is play a C, and I suggest play a C add 9, which is that same G position. Just move those two fingers down, and you are going to use your index finger this time and play on the D string. C, you can, but I just suggest playing the C add 9 from the G. So if you go like this. And you'll just play that through the verse. No, I didn't see this one coming. Suddenly it snuck up on me. And I can't say you didn't tell me so. I can't say you didn't warn me. Into the chorus, which starts off on a C add 9. But I can't take the pain to a G of knowing that I left you. And then you're going to go to an E minor if you want to walk down and play the 2nd fret on the low E to an E minor, you can. So, hey, knowing that I left you, and I can't bear the shame of knowing, back to a G, I was wrong. And that was that walk up is, if you want to know the chord, it's a D over F sharp. Well, it's a modified D over F sharp. So it's E minor to a D over F sharp to a G. You don't have to play the D over F sharp. We can just go from the E minor to the G. Then you're going to continue with another C to a G to an E minor. And you're going to play a C. And then play a G. Leaving you alone. Back to that pattern. And then you're going to play that all the way through all the verses, all but the last verse. And then there's a bridge in the middle, and the bridge is after the, I believe it's the 2nd chorus. So I never thought I'd get even a second chance, and it's all it is you're playing an E minor to a G. So I never thought I'd get to a G, even a second chance to an E minor. But you gave and then so much more to an E minor, and then for every time to a G I ever did deny. Now you're going to play a C. You asked me if I loved you to a D. You know I do, Lord. G. And that actually, right there, is the only time, if you are going to keep your fingers here, that you need to take them off. You asked me if I love you, to just a standard D. No, I do, Lord. Not the best singer if you haven't figured that part out either. But then back to the G. And there's a little bit of a turnaround in the last chorus, but it's basically just the last, same as the other choruses. And I think you can probably figure that part out. So hopefully this has taught you guys something that you didn't know beforehand. And again, if you haven't heard this song before, go check it out, download it on iTunes or whatever. Otherwise, happy playing.